Welcome to the courtroom, where things are about to take a sharp turn. Today's case involves 18-year-old Noah Javier Gonzalez. Facing multiple felony charges tied to vehicle theft, probation violations, and a history of poor decisions that just might change the course of his life. From dropping out of school over a basketball suspension to claiming he reported to probation after being Mia for 7 months. This case is full of contradictions. The judge doesn't hold back, delivering brutal honesty and powerful lessons, while Noah pleads guilty again and again. But the biggest question still hangs in the air. Is this young man trying to turn things around, or is he digging himself deeper? Stick around, because the moment Noah claims he was just out playing basketball at 4 a.m., things go from serious to surreal.
Restitution, if any, to Daniel Chapa. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes,
outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your deferred adjudication be for a term of 3 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 120 hours of community service restitution, no contact with Daniel or Samantha Chapa or their residents. Did you understand? Those are recommendations from the state, and the court does not have to follow those recommendations.
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offenses charge, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
I plead guilty.
Are you proceeding with sentencing?
We are, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Just that the state follows the recommendation from the state and give him 3 years for further adjudication, Judge.
All right. How old are you?
I just turned 18, man.
How far did you go in school?
Junior year.
All right. Why did you drop out?
I had got kicked off the basketball team and I had dropped out. I'm currently studying for my GED.
Well, that makes no sense.
It doesn't.
So why were you kicked off the basketball team?
I was on varsity. I was in the bathroom while people were smoking. The police officer searched everybody in the bathroom. They didn't find nothing on me. I was rude to the officer, and my coach had seen that and he had kicked me off the team.
I'm sorry, what?
My coach had seen, like, when he came in, the officer was searching us. My coach said I was being rude, so he had kicked me off the team the next day when I showed up to practice.
Yeah.
So I had dropped out.
I mean, I'm sure that was punishment, and that ultimately he probably would have let you back on the team. So you act as though it's the end of the world and ruin your life.
Yes.
And I say ruin your life. There's still a chance to pick up the pieces, but.
Let's pause right here. Did you catch that? Noah says he dropped out of high school because he got kicked off the basketball team, and now he's just focusing on his GED. But when the judge presses him about what he's actually doing, with his time, his answer falls flat. He's unemployed and just studying. No real plan, no deadlines. The judge is trying to wake him up here, stressing that education is his only way out. Viewers, let's be honest. Would you throw away your future over getting benched on varsity? Or is there more to Noah's story than he's letting on?
I say pros. I mean, you know, the National Basketball League. Sometimes you see people, they're real serious about it, so they end up international basketball. Maybe they get to play for one of those teams. But you shouldn't put all your eggs in one basket, and that's what you did.
Agreed.
So do you live with your parents?
Yes, ma'am.
And what do they say about all of this?
They're helping me to do better. They're really helping.
So how do you spend your day? Because you're not at work.
I'm in Brownwood. It's 3 hours up north. I'm with my father. He's currently looking for a job and studying on my GED. Ready. We haven't started the quizzes yet, but I'm studying everything for it.
And where is Brownwood?
3 hours up north. It's past Fredericksburg, about 2 hours past Fredericksburg.
Okay, and what county is that?
Brown County.
Browntown?
Brown County, ma'am.
Brown County.
Yes, ma'am.
Is he going to be asking for his probation to be
Correct.
transferred there?
Yes, Judge.
All right. You know, when you break into people's cars, people don't like that
Yes.
because that's something that somebody worked hard for it. They paid money for it. And if you want a vehicle, you need to work for it.
Yes.
Now, and what was the name of the person you were with that day? You said it was your friend. So who was it?
He goes by Clicker. That's
What?
Clicker. That's
Clicker?
what I call him. Yes.
And you don't know his real name?
No, ma'am.
Never hang around with somebody where you don't know their real name.
Yes, ma'am.
You understand?
I've learned that. Yes, ma'am.
And please tell me you don't have any children?
No, ma'am.
All right, that's a good thing. You're not ready for children. You're still growing. This is a deferred.
Clicker. That's the name Noah gives for his co-defendant. Not a real name, just a nickname, and that right there tells you how reckless this situation was. The judge warns him, never hang around with people whose real names you don't even know. And it's more than advice, it's a survival tip. Associating with shady characters gets you into felony territory fast. Noah is lucky to be standing in court and not facing a worse outcome. But here's a question for you. If he can't even name the person he committed the crime with, can we really trust that he's ready to change?
Daniel Chapa, Chapa. There's to be no contact with Daniel Chapa or Samantha Chapa. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs. If you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
This section is gold. The judge offers a lifeline through community service reductions if Noah earns his GED or enters trade school. Plumbing, welding, higher education, she lays out real, attainable goals. It's one of the rare moments where the judge shows hope, not just discipline. But that hope hinges on whether Noah follows through. This isn't just a slap on the wrist, it's a deal that rewards progress. Do you think incentives like this actually motivate defendants to improve their lives? Or is it just another offer that'll get ignored?
And the remaining 60 hours will be waived if you obtain some level of higher education or trade school. Plumbers make great money. Nobody ever complains about what they're being charged by a plumber. My understanding is always going to need welders, but the welders I've spoken to, they tend to have a little bit of damage done to their hands sometimes from the flames. So those are some of your options. But if there's something else that you're interested in, I'll give you 60 hours for that because I want you to improve yourself. You understand?
Yes.
If they're able to do field visits, if we can have field visits one time per month for 3 months, and proof of employment within 40 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors.
Yes.
Probation, is there anything else?
No, Judge.
Is there anything else that you need from the court to be successful?
No.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing, to be successful on probation in this court, communication is key. Talk to your probation officer. If you're going to test positive for drugs, if you're thinking about using drugs, the best policy in this court, I don't know what they're doing in other courts, but the best policy in this court is to pick up the phone, call your probation and say, your officer and say, I'm thinking about using marijuana. I'm thinking about taking a drink of alcohol. They'll reach out, try to help you. But if you don't call, we're going to have issues.
Yes, ma'am.
In this court, it's not better to ask for forgiveness than to ask for permission. Always ask for permission. Doesn't hurt. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And the other thing, when you're out here breaking into people's cars, this is Texas. If somebody ends up shooting you, and I say this is Texas, but you can go to any state, Louisiana. I think a 12-year-old just got shot in the head, breaking into somebody's car. And you know what?
This is the courtroom wisdom moment that hits hard. The judge warns Noah, breaking into cars in Texas can get you killed. She brings up real cases, including a 12-year-old shot during a theft. It's not just about the law now, it's about survival. She makes it painfully clear. A TV, a radio, a car, they're not worth dying over. And she's right. This isn't Hollywood, it's real life. What would you say to a teenager who thinks property crimes are minor? The judges. Warning may have saved his life if he's really listening.
And I think in the words of Denzel Washington, you need to leave 30 minutes before the devil shows up. Nothing good happens after midnight. Don't be outside of your house after midnight.
Yes, ma'am.
Nothing good happens after midnight. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. All right, court is calling 2024 CR 007423 and 2024 CR 007444. State of Texas versus Noah Gonzalez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Andrew Harris,
Defense.
Orlando Ways for the defense.
And are you Mr. Gonzalez?
Yes, ma'am.
And the cause number ending in 23, you're charged with theft, $2,500 to $30,000 of a vehicle. And the charge ending in 44, you're charged with an unauthorized use of a vehicle. Both of these offenses are state jail felonies. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea in each cause number, the cases are to run concurrently. The state is recommending deferred adjudication. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement in each cause number, the state is recommending that your deferred adjudication be for a term of 2 years and there be no contact with the complainants and 100 hours of community service restitution. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then in the cause number ending in 23, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
I plead guilty, Your Honor.
And in the cause number ending in 44, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
I also plead guilty, ma'am.
What is happening with the motion to revoke?
Withdrawn and requesting you all turn amend.
All right, so here's my question. Why shouldn't he be going to the state jail facility? It appears maybe he wants to go to, prison for the state jail facility because he's on probation for that.
May I answer that question, Your Honor?
Yes.
These cases were filed at large.
Ah.
They were indicted after he pled on his first case, and they should have been disposed of in one way or another when he pled on that case. And so it seems to a certain extent unfair to send him to the state jail facility in this particular circumstance.
All right, thank you for
Welcome.
clarifying that. All right, now that explains things. But the other question is, why are you doing this? What's going on in your world that you think that you're living in some type of movie where I don't understand why people steal things and then video themselves with stolen items? Why are you doing that?
In all honesty, after I had signed the first time I left there behind, I really have been trying to do better. I got a job. I had started focusing on my GED like we talked about. I was really trying to do better. I left that behind. And then out of nowhere, those warrants came, honestly.
All right, and I'm reading the court summary and it appears that you
This is the moment where Noah tries to explain away his probation violations by saying he was just out playing basketball at 4 a.m. The judge's reaction, priceless. She shuts it down immediately, reminding him he's living in his mom's house, and if she says curfew is 10 p.m., that's the rule. Noah says he agrees, but does he really? The level of delusion here is wild. Viewers, do you think he's being honest? Or is this just more of that smooth talking? Deflection?
has rules that you are to be in the house at a certain time. I don't care if you're 90 years old. If she wants you in the house by 10 p.m., you need to be in the house by 10 p.m. You know why? Because that's not your house. And if you want to come into a home at 4 a.m. or whenever you want to come in home, then you need to get your own home.
I agree with this, ma'am.
And then this girlfriend you have, does she live with your mom?
No, ma'am.
And who does she live with?
She lives with her mother.
All right. And do you have any children with her?
No, ma'am.
All right. What's her name?
Carmela?
Carmela?
Yes, ma'am. She did tell me that she had a pregnancy scare. I don't think it's true, ma'am.
All right. What's her last name? And why are you acting as though she's on her own? She had a pregnancy scare. No, y'all had a pregnancy scare.
Yes, ma'am.
And let me just tell you right now, your life is not in order where you should be bringing a child into the world
I agree.
at this point in time.
That's what I told her, that it was true that we're not ready for a kid.
Well, you all need to stop doing things that you're not ready for children. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And it appears that he may need anger management based upon what I'm reading in the report.
I would actually willingly want to do anger management counseling.
And does his mom want him living with her?
Judge, I don't have that information other than just what's in.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. Court is going to give him a curfew of 9 p.m. So it's from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. And the only exception is for work. And there's going to be partial GPS. And that curfew, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m., is Monday through Fridays. And then your curfew Saturday through Sunday is from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. There's going to be proof of employment within 30 days of release. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, field visits one time per month until further notice.
I have a question now. What is a field visit exactly?
Oh, they're coming to your house.
Okay.
Anger management. 4 years deferred adjudication.
Yes, ma'am.
Anything else with regards to that case, probation?
Judge, did you want to order a tap?
Yes, TAP evaluation in custody and follow Rex. And he needs to have GPS before he leaves the jail.
Can I ask if family counseling too?
No, I can't, I have no jurisdiction to give your, to make your mother have counseling with you. That's something that you'll have to do on your own.
Yes.
And then this is the run concurrent with 2024 CR 6757. You got the record? You better do better and not cause problems at your mom's house because she has you living with her. And how old are you?
I'm 18.
You're 18?
Yes.
All right. So you made your life more difficult than it needed to be by committing these offenses.
I agree.
And let me just tell you something else. If your mother does not want your girlfriend in her house, then here it's over.
I don't even want to
in
be
the
with my
house.
girlfriend no more. I don't. Really don't. She's
Okay.
a distraction.
All right. Well, I'm sure her parents may feel the same about you, but you better do better. You understand? All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. And are you Noah Javier Gonzalez? And each of these cause numbers that you review, the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney, did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
And cause number 2024 CR 007423. Are you the same Noah Javier Gonzalez who's placed on deferred adjudication for theft of property, $2,500 but less than $30,000 on September 23rd, 2024 for a period of 4 years?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Noah Javier Gonzalez who's placed on deferred adjudication in 2024 CR 007444 for the offense of unauthorized use of a vehicle on September 23rd, 2024 for a period of 4 years?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you the same Noah Javier Gonzalez who's placed on deferred adjudication in 2024 CR 6757 for the offense of theft of property, $2,500 but less than $30,000 on July 16, 2024 for a period of 2 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. State, are you proceeding on the same allegation in each motion?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, State, you may proceed.
Violation of condition number 4. In Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Noah Javier Gonzalez, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the month of December 2024 in violation of condition number 4.
And each cause number, how do you plead to that, true or not true?
True. The state will waive and abandon the remaining violations in each cause number, Your Honor.
Any objection?
No objection.
In each cause number, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, And each cause number, the court could sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4 in each cause number?
Yes, ma'am.
In each cause number, the court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, the state may believe that defense may want to speak to a condition, but there is an agreed recommendation, Your Honor.
And what is the recommendation?
That is to deny the state's motion to continue probationer on deferred in all 3 cases, but to amend conditions to now include safe PF in each 3 causes.
And Your Honor, we wanted to address that if we could, put on some, I wanted to call my client.
All right, so here's the question. Was he in a coma? Because we haven't seen him since December. So is there a reason why nobody's seen him since December? Because that's December, January, February, March, April, May, June, and now we see you. That's 7 months later. So is there going to be information that he was in the hospital or being held hostage in some kind of way he couldn't make it?
Judge, but I do think that there's some mitigation that.
All right, let me hear the mitigation. I'll keep an open mind, but let me hear mitigation. Who are you calling?
Mr. Garcia first, and then his mother is here also. So.
All right, can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Noah Javier Gonzalez.
All right, you may proceed.
You've been incarcerated in Barrett County how long, sir?
The longest I was in Bear County for was like 3 months.
And how long?
Last year.
My question to you is, when were you incarcerated on this MQ?
Listen to our on June 14th.
June 14th, okay. Prior to June 14th, what was your status as far as residing with your mother?
I ended up having to go live with my father in Marble Falls, which was all communicated through my probation officer. She knew that I went out there.
So the probation officer gave her blessing for you to.
I gave her proof of address and everything, and proof of job. I was working in Marble Falls.
Do me a favor, wait till I finish my question before you answer, because she's taking down everything you say,
Yes, sir.
and that way we can have it in the record. So when did you go move with your dad? How many times had you reported to the people in Marble Falls?
I didn't report to nobody in Marble Falls. I was coming back every week to report down here in the Windcrest office.
Okay. When you say every week, when can you give the court the dates of when you came to report to Windcrest?
It was once a week. I don't know the exact dates, but it was once a week. I came back every Thursday, every Friday. We would come back, me and my dad, and I would report Friday.
Okay. And
So I'm sorry. So is he saying that he actually reported December? Is that the testimony I'm hearing?
that's,
I did report. I took a urinalysis, and
No. Here's my thing. I don't understand the plea of true if he's telling the court that he reported December 2024. If he's saying he was reporting, then sounds like we need to have the probation officer zoom in, if nobody has any objection, to tell the court that he was actually reporting, because he's just pled true to not reporting for December 2024. And what I can tell you, usually when it says you haven't reported since December 2024, that means that probation has not seen you since December 2024.
yes, ma'am. But I definitely did report. I was going once a week.
Then
Judge, I don't mean to,
no.
but I think that the allegation says he didn't report in December 2024, not,
Yeah.
he didn't report then, and January, February, March, April, May. I don't believe it says that, but I could be wrong.
No, it says in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant Noah Javier Gonzalez did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the month of December 2024 in violation of condition number 4. So my understanding about rules of, conditions of probation, we can go off the record. They will give you a specific date to report in December. You don't get to choose which date you report from. They'll tell you, we want you here on December 14th, whatever they'll tell you. Once you report, they mark it off that you report. And then they'll tell you the next month what day they want you to report. And usually it's the same day unless something happens and it falls on the weekend. So what I'm hearing from your client is he's telling the court he reported December. Is that what I'm hearing? Do we need to have the probation officer zoom in? Because if he reported, Then I don't know why we have this motion to revoke, but they're saying they haven't seen him since December 2024. And if he's telling me he's reported, then maybe he shouldn't be here.
Judge, I hate to go back to this, but I think as to December, you didn't report. Is that what you're saying? But all the other months that you reported, is that what you're telling me?
I don't remember reporting in December, but I know for a fact that I reported multiple times throughout those 7 months that I was on
All right, Ms.
probation.
Abrams, this needs to be cleared up. Is it possible? Does anyone object to the probation officer zooming in?
No,
The state does not.
defense does not.
All righty. And Ms. Abrams, he's saying he reported here in Bear County. So if y'all have a seat, the probation officer will zoom in and we'll see what's going on. All right, we are back on the record. Where we are is your client has testified that he actually reported in December 2024. So is there any objection? Because we can just get to the point with the probation officer. Either he reported or he did not. Any objection to going out of order and just calling the probation officer?
No objection from the state, Your Honor.
Judge Ned,
Yes.
What I had stated was, I'm not sure if I reported in December, but I'm sure that I reported multiple times on
Oh,
probation.
we're going to find out what's going on from probation. Any objections?
no objection.
All right. And the probation officers by Zoom. Any objections to the officer being by Zoom?
None from the state.
None from defense.
All right.
Kiana Neal, supervision officer.
All right. Does anyone want to question her about the allegations in the motion?
The state may begin. Officer Neal, the state read a violation. It was number 4, that in Bear County, defendant failed to report to the supervision officer as directed for the month of December 2024 in violation of condition number 4. Defendant did plead true, but then there was discussion as to whether defendant did or did not report in December. So the state's one question would be, according to your records, did defendant report for the month of December as directed according to the conditions of his probation?
No, he did not. I did have collateral contact with his mother, but not him. We were waiting for that appointment, which he didn't show up to.
Now, is not showing up to the appointment a violation?
Correct. It's failing to report for that month.
Then, Your Honor, the state does not believe we have any further questions.
Any questions?
The truth comes out. The probation officer confirms that Noah did not report as required in December. And just like that, the whole defense collapses. For all his talk about transferring counties, working in Marble Falls, and commuting, he never followed the basic rule: show up. This is why details matter in court. Noah's plea of true now carries weight, and the consequences are real. But here's the twist. Even after all this, the judge still seems torn. Is he just a confused teen or someone playing the system? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Is this accountability, or is he being cut
When
too
he
much
would go
slack?
to Marble Falls, is it your understanding that he would spend the night in Marble Falls?
We did talk about it a couple times. I tried to get him to give me proof of residency there.
But you did understand that he was contending he was living in Marble Falls and then commuting back to report to you.
I'm sorry, you breaking up?
You did understand that he was living in Marble Falls. That's what he was saying. And he was traveling back to report to you.
So yes, I was gonna get him to provide me proof of residency so we could get it to judge.
Okay. And the allegations or the allegation of not reporting, it's not like you're saying that you haven't seen him since December, right?
No, so I did see him periodically through the time that he's been on.
Right. So here's, and this is not a question for you, but it's a question for attorneys. I didn't give anyone permission to reside in Marble Falls. That's one of my questions. And my other question, if his mom wouldn't allow him to live with her, then why is she in court today? What is the purpose?
Judge, I think she wanted to explain that. I think she's here to support him. She may not agree with everything Mr. Gonzalez is doing,
Mhm.
but she's here to explain that she loves her son and she hopes that one day he'll get it right and.
All right.
I'll let her-
All right, that'll be noted. Your mother loves you. She hopes one day that you can get your life together. Do you understand? And you haven't been doing things that you need to do in order to get your life together. Because I had you on a curfew. I had you on GPS. There were no issue with fees because the fees were waived and he's supposed to be on curfew, but he's just doing what he wants to do. Oh, let me go to Marble Falls. And I know I specifically told you if there's an issue, all you had to do was contact probation. You're here for 3 felonies, and now it appears that someone wants to do this. He's only 19. He tried to report, didn't do it well. He's on probation for 3 felonies. And, you know, somebody wants to do the Puss in Boots eyes at me as though, you know, I'm 19, woe is me. I don't understand.
No, Judge, I don't think that that's what really is trying to be conveyed. I think what it is that Mr. Gonzalez had not been in this position before. And I think that out of necessity, because he couldn't live with his mom, he had to go live with his dad and he doesn't reside in Bear
And
County.
he didn't pick up the phone and he didn't call probation or come back to this court on all the trips that he would come back to this court and say, Judge, I have an issue. I can't live with my mom.
If I may,
Yes.
I did tell her about my situation when I went and like for going to Marble Falls, and I did ask like a request for some type of compliance hearing with you to go over it, but I never got a compliance one.
Nobody came to me with a compliance hearing. So, State, what are you asking for?
We originally asked for the 3 motions to be denied and to continue probationer on deferred, but to amend to include safe P for a more structured environment.
All right. So here's what's going to end up happening. 1 or 2 things. He's not getting out of custody today. How he wants to spend that depends on him. 1, I can revoke you. And I understand you have issues. You're 19. You say your mom doesn't want you living with her anymore. So I can send him to the state jail facility, and I'll send him to the state jail facility for 200 days. Or he can await transfer to inpatient drug treatment. Those are his only 2 choices.
I'll take the first choice.
What, you want to just do your time? All right, so let me explain. I'm going to give you a chance to talk to your attorney about that, because let me just tell you what that's going to be. That's going to be a felony conviction. Have you ever had a felony conviction before? We can go off the record. There are consequences to felony convictions. And let me just tell you, what you're charged with, the theft cases, those are what are called crimes of moral turpitude. So I'll let you discuss it with your attorney. 24 CR 007423, State versus Noah Javier Gonzalez. Right. We were here on this case on July 21st. In each case, you pled true to a violation of condition number 4. The state waived the remaining violations. The court gave you an option to either be revoked on each motion and sent to the state jail facility for 200 days. Your previous attorney had a medical emergency involving a family member. The attorney who's standing in is Mr. Robert Porter. Do you have any objections to this attorney standing in?
No.
So, do you wish to be revoked?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, then State, you may be excused.
Thank you, Judge.
And cause number 2024 CR 6757, as previously stated, the court is finding violation of condition number 2 true. The court will find you guilty, revoke, sentence you to 200 days in the state jail facility, give you credit for any time served. Counsel, is there anything else with regards to sentencing?
No, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. So you have made the easy choice in your life, which
So there you have it. Noah Javier Gonzalez, now officially a convicted felon, sentenced to 200 days in state jail. His chance at deferred adjudication is gone, replaced by a future that includes a felony on record and a long road to redemption. The judge didn't just deliver a sentence, she delivered a life lesson. You can't fake your way through probation, lie about reporting, or play victim when you're the one breaking the law. And yet, the court still gave Noah every opportunity to turn things around. Will he use this jail time to reflect and reset? Only time will tell. If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.